Hey guys, what is up? NYKia31 here, Madden 19. Gonna be cranking out these playbooks as fast as I can. Get them, up and loaded. Bang them out, get them done. I'm not gonna talk about Madden 20 quite yet. That'll come pretty soon. I got some thoughts about that as far as what we initially know. If you want a hint about what I think, just follow Twitter and read the mayhem that's been going on there. Yeah, there's a lot to get into as far as that's concerned. But as of right now, we are in the Buffalo Bills playbook here. And this is one of those playbooks that usually what happens, well, not usually, but sometimes what happens is that I'll play with the playbook for the first game, the second game, and be like, damn, I really hate this. There's not a whole heck of a lot here to work with or that I feel comfortable with or that I even like. And then third, fourth, fifth game, it kind of warms for me a little bit. I get more comfortable as far as what's located where. And sometimes I end up liking it more than I did the first time I played with it. Sometimes I hate it more than the first time I played with it. And this one was one of those that I liked the more I played with it. It's a little weird in the sense that it's what basically happened with this playbook is they removed the zone read, Tyrod Taylor type stuff that you had in this playbook in the past, and the shotgun, the pistol, but the rest of it felt pretty familiar as far as passing concepts are concerned. It's not a great passing playbook. It's okay. I mean, if you're a meta guy, it's decent. If you're a non-meta guy who likes to run a variety of stuff and wants to play a diverse game, it's not the best in the world. I mean, basically, I found it lacking a real identity. It's kind of all over the place. It's got some sets that are pretty good. It's got a few sets that are downright useless. It's got some inside zone, some power running game that's decent. I actually ended up starting out in empty in this game, and when you go empty, one of two things are going to happen. One, you're either going to get screamed at, or you're going to get hit with maximum coverage. And this guy took the approach of blitzing right away. As I popped the double slant there. Double slant again, as I said before, it's just a concept that you hold your breath with. He was playing, mid blitz, so it gave me an opportunity to just pick one, and I picked the receiver to the outside on the double slant side, and zero blitzing. It's not difficult to beat. It's more annoying than anything else. Again, here I'm going empty. They've got two empty sets that I really actually liked quite a bit. They got this empty open and this empty tray set, empty Y slot set, I should say. You can run empty set smash, empty set curl flats, empty set stick. Like here I'm running curl flats here. Again, he's just sending the barn, or actually he's in coverage this time. And again, I love that inside stem against zone coverage there when you're playing against the guy who plays half flat cover 3. You get a nice little window there. That hitches play. The only receiver you can really hit is the triangle receiver. The triangle receiver or R1. Those are your best bets. Everything else is, not very safe to throw to. Audible to some shallow cross here, some mesh action. Get some yards after the catch. So I'm in a pretty good rhythm here. The one good thing when you're playing at an empty is that you can tell right away whether they're going to be zero blitzing you or if they're going to be playing coverage because of the way the defense aligns. It pretty much tips their hand. This is a play I like a lot. This little pivot route by the two slot receivers, kind of like a bit of a mesh return type of deal. If it was a mesh return type concept, you saw that I ran the mesh play a couple of plays previous. But if it was a mesh return, it'd be a little bit deeper as far as how far they cut inside to really get the defender to commit. Like if they're running a mesh and then they'll break the route back out. But serves a good purpose there. Got a gun bunch here. I'm going to try to run the Z spot. And the timing of this kind of threw me off. I did not expect the spot route to delay that long. I'm not really in love with that. I know why they have it like that. They want to have the vertical route, that in this case the corner, widen the underneath hook zone to give room for it to come underneath it. But I didn't anticipate it being that long, and I ended up taking a sack. So I had to settle for a field goal there. I'm in 2x2. This stick play sucks, by the way. That one sucks. What an audible to curl flat with the McCaffrey going to the angle route there. Get some yard after the catch here with A.J. Green. I kind of changed my receiving core a little bit. I was getting bored with playing with Moss, Tyreek Hill, Galladay, Rice. So I still have Rice out there, but I threw in a Keyshawn and A.J. Green, and I really like them. They catch the ball really well. It's just a shame that they're considered slow at this point. They're not really very good after the catch. It's kind of insane to consider that 96 speed when you include sprinter chem for Keyshawn and 95 speed for AJ Green is considered slow and mutt. But that's the way it is. I mean, you got linebackers faster than that if you have Shazier. But anyway, bunch here. We're gonna go with a flood concept here. Gonna go with fork. Looks like he's blitzing again. I just hit that square in right on the cut there against the off coverage. I'd say it's a decent gun bunch. Not a great one, decent one. Around middle of the road. I do like the gun bunches though that have HB base as one of their runs. I like HB base out of bunch more than inside zone for some reason. I seem to have more success. I think people anticipate the run at a gun bunch either being a draw or inside zone, so they try to shoot the gap. With the HB base, a lot of the time you can have the pulling lineman meet the shooter and give you a crease to run in, as opposed to being blown up for a loss. Right there, I popped the HB base. Of course, sometimes the puller will run right by him. And of course, in a perfect world, we'd love to be able to run the counter as well, but run that at your own risk. You might get 3 to 5 yards, 1 out of every 10 times you run it. Otherwise, you're going to be blown up in the backfield a lot. Tackle for loss or for no gain if you're fortunate. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. You got a tight set here. I'm going to try to hit Keyshawn there with a high point. Don't have it. Don't feel comfortable throwing it, so I just hit the sack. Couldn't quite get away from Clowney. 3rd and 11. Spread Y slot. Not my favorite. Play actually my receiver in. Useless. That power play is useless. They have a stick play that's useless. This X follow is actually pretty decent. I know he's going to be in cover 2. So we have the post there that's going to occupy the deep run through. So I should have some space with that square in. Had to high point it, but you see with space pretty decently. Can't complain about that. That's the right throw, the right read, and either he's going to come down with it or not. That's the only throw I could have made in this game. If you don't high point that, it's going to be picked. You couldn't low point it there with all that traffic. So that's the best I could do as far as that's concerned. So I have to settle for 3 again. Anderson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7. Now what you're going to see here is one of the worst formations I've ever seen. This split set is just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You got a post wheel combo there. I'm looking for the spot play there, and that's just a mess. For whatever reason, that version of spot just does not really do much of anything. Their trip stuff is not good at all. Gun trips, Y flex, not a whole heck of a lot to work with. And they have a truly awful single back version of this formation as well, which is just as bad, if not worse. I'm going to try to run stick, audible out of it. Going to just run 4 verts here with a quick little, check down in case he zero blitzes, which he did, but Vic UFOs it. Trips Y flex, not a whole lot there. That slot buck play is okay. Every now and then that short spot route kind of works out, and the tight end or the receiver running it runs right into the offensive line. I'm gonna switch concept here. I'm just again, I know he's gonna be blitzing, so I just want to get a guy in there who can I can get the ball quick out to. Not gonna have time for the switch concept to develop there, and that outside route the solar receiver wasn't gonna get open against what he was playing. That's not a route you're gonna get much mileage out of. So again, I mean, I'm in good rhythm for the most part. I just got to get the ball into the damn end zone. Mesh spot, okay. This is a play that's found in a lot of playbooks. It's not bad. But here my protection is just going to go completely haywire. I'm going to get sacked really, really quickly. That's my fault there. I should know better than that. So, 2nd and 10. I'm going to go gun doubles. Their gun doubles again is okay. Not great, not terrible. Kind of middle of the road. Not quite sure what I'm going to do here. Do I run double slant again? Yeah, I do. And it gets knocked out. Again, you just can't run slants all that often. So 3rd and long. We're going to go bunch again. We're going to go bench. We're going to go bench pivot, I believe. Nope, we're not going to go bunch. We're going to go spread Y slot. And we're going to go 2x2 smash. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create mirrored sail concepts here, since this formation doesn't have a sail concept in it. And we get plenty of space. He had to have been in hard flats there. Sail concept, the streaks, they run off the corners, and the corner route, the hook zones don't expand and get enough depth, and away you go. Hit it right underneath that corner. So knocking on the door. Don't know why I came out in that. Gonna try to run HP base again. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And we are gonna get in. So there we go. Okay, I was wondering why the heck I did that. So we finally punch it in. Finally. And we're going to go for 2, and this is going to be a strange set of events coming up here. I'm just going to try to run stick, but I'm going to get damn near instant sacked. And I'm not quite sure how. I mean, the Red Sea just completely parted. So, anyway, up 12-7. Run bunch again. He run commits to the inside, so we just bounce it out. And I thought I was going to get a much bigger gain than that, but I guess not. I'm just trying to, run out the clock, gain some yards, score again. Shallow cross here, again, just in case that guy to the left blitzes. He doesn't, but I did have a window that opened up there late for that curl, but somehow J.J. Watt got in that quickly in an alignment where he was supposed to be doubled, but the double teaming didn't happen. I mean, one guy blocked him, the other guy just sat and watched him. So anyway, that game is done. And this game here, we're going to play a little bit more under center. We're going to run some under center single back and eye stuff. We're going to start out here in single back ace. Not a bad single back ace set. You got skinny posts, you got the play action crossers, decent runs to work with. Nothing, too fancy. You got levels, you got Y shallow cross. Pretty solid single back ace set, to tell you the truth. One of the stronger sets in this playbook as far as stuff that you can actually use. Again, curl flats, reliable, single high concept. Lots of space. Get some yards after the catch. Gonna stay in it, and we're gonna run some. I think we're gonna run levels here, I believe. Levels divide. I really wish the game had a more robust under center game. That's one of the things, just a brief, note on the Madden 20 notes. If you're going to have RPOs, you're going to need to have a read key, whether to run, pass the ball, or, keep on the read option. An RPO can either be a double option or a triple option. I would assume if they have implemented that, they've conceptually thought about that type of mechanic, and it begs the question as to whether or not play action would work the same way. One could hope. But anyway, more on that later as far as thoughts on the Madden 20 stuff. But in this game, I play some single back, I play some I, and I try to get the ball downfield a little bit more sooner and more often. But again, I mean, the intention is one thing, but actually what your opponent will allow you to do is something else. Again, here, just going to run the ball here, just find numbers and run it. It's just hard to muscle people because most tight ends and receivers, they're not going to be able to hold up very well. You just kind of hope that you get a good blocking animation and be able to give yourself some space. Single back doubles, not the best in the world. You got fade smash there, which you can hit sometimes. Just read it like smash, and there's not a whole heck of a lot here to work with. Not, like I said, not a very good passing playbook in my opinion. It's kind of bland. It's kind of average in that regard. Post boot is mad. The double post is ugh. I'm going to scroll through some plays here. They're just horrible. There's not a lot there. Not a lot there to work with. Again, this is why we hot route so much. We hot route to give ourselves some friggin' concepts to run. So anyway, we're going to try a fade smash. Again, good against single high. Pop that in there and just read the level and just take what's there. Don't get greedy. Take the hitch every time if it's there. Again, use displays. That bubble screen, useless. Play action Y sail it can be good in some situations. Not running it as a play action, keeping the guy in the block. You can get a good little sail concept there that works pretty nicely. Going back to the old trusty curl flats. Honestly, curl flats is one of the best stock plays in the game. I'm actually amazed it's not run more. It's relatively safe and pretty darn reliable against single high. The Z out. Some of these tight end out, wide receiver streak or post concepts, they mimic sail. Some of them are better than others. This one is pretty decent. It's okay. Some of them take forever to get going. Some of them aren't spaced really well because one of the receivers will inevitably slow poke his way into his route and screw up the progression for you. That one I just audibled to a stretch play and got destroyed. I'm going to go right back to that play in a little bit here. Spot smash I like pretty well. We're in gun doubles here. Y cross is... We'll get to Y cross later. Y cross is borderline useless. But anyway, I try to run the old Texas concept here. He overruns McCaffrey. We get all that yardage right back. That version of HB angle is really well done. Their gun doubles is pretty good. Pretty solid formation. Pistol wing flex. Gotta try our doomed to fail pistol formation. The pass plays actually are not that bad at all. But, your pistol power isn't what it used to be. It isn't Madden 25 pistol power, that's for damn sure. Look how long that handoff takes. That's just a shame. Just a shame. Gonna go to gun trips tight end here. One of the more potent formations in the entire game. And the infamous shot wheel play, one of the more potent plays in the entire game. Gonna drag Kittle here. We're not gonna run it as a play action. So we're gonna give ourselves a outlet here. And we're going to watch the secondary split and allow the post route to get wide open. Yeah, that plays something else, boy. He either did not have a linebacker in the deep third run through, or he usered and got himself caught. One of the two. So there you go. Ring it up. Going to go to gun doubles here. Y cross. This is fine against match coverage and man with the square in. Lacrosse holds the user there, but against anything else, it's just not going to be very useful. Against cover 2, they just kind of don't conflict anybody. They're just, it just runs into all kinds of weird legacy movement issues and auto chucks and stuff like that against cover 2 and cover 3. What am I doing here? Trying to ID the mic. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know why I did that. If you leave that tight end on a delay route, the end will just come storming right on in for whatever reason. That's why I changed that. I end up getting sacked anyway, so go figure. So 2nd and long, doubles Y offset. Similar concepts to the normal gun doubles. Got some things that the gun doubles does not have, like the sail concept here. Again, I'll never understand stuff like that. Why you'll have a sail concept in one version of gun doubles but not the other. It's just silly to me. And we get some crap here. Led that outside, and the linebacker jumps out of his shoes and lays out for it. So 3rd and long. This gun doubles flex Bills formation is utterly useless. Don't ever run it. It sucks. Gonna go spread Y slot. I believe I'm gonna do the old twin sail concepts again here. We saw in the last game. Yep. We're gonna go sail to the left side. Smash to the right. And we squeeze that bad boy in there. That's a nice throw. That's a really nice throw. Every now and then, this game shows potential as far as what you'd like to see ball trajectory-wise. That could have easily gone the other way if the game decided not to cooperate, but we got the pass lead to be respected, and we got the ball there. That's all I asked for. Respect my damn pass input. Stretch again. Get nothing again. Been kind of harsh sledding in that regard. The single back wide trips, just okay. I'm going to run Sluggo seamers to show you how badly some of these plays are designed. The primary reads here are the seam hitch on the left. But what do they make you do? They make you go into an auto pump fake because of the Sluggo to the right, which fouls up the entire play. Screws up your timing, screws up the blocking, and you end up getting sacked. And now on 3rd and 20, I'm going to try to dial up a bootleg pole concept, slot streak, wide out. And this time, we're not going to be able to get the ball over and in there, and Byron Jones picks it off. So there you go. So, in that predicament because of the damn Sluggo. Single back, deuce close. They do not have a wham out of this, which was surprising. We know how we love our wham. And you know how I said that it's weird that some formations will have a particular concept in one set, but not have it in a similar set? Curl flat you find everywhere. I mean, why can't they all be like that? Or more of them be like that? Again, we're going to stay in this deuce close a little bit. Skinny post. Got some pretty decent play action plays there, provided that you aren't insta-sacked. If you have a guy like Vic, you can run for your life and make some things happen every now and then. This is just going to be Christian McCaffrey just getting stupid here, just to spin back inside and he's gone. Good Lord. So McCaffrey houses that bad boy, and away he goes. And that's pretty much it for the Bills playbook. Like I said, I liked it more the more I played with it, but I didn't really love it. I liked the Bengals playbook much, much better. But I liked it better than the Bears playbook. Like, it's a middle-of-the-road playbook to me. So that's pretty much where I decided to rank it. I'm going to put it right smack dab in the middle at number 16 and see if it stays there. I doubt it'll go up. It might go down. It just, it just doesn't have a whole heck of a lot there. It has some good stuff there at a bunch, and trips tight end and some spread Y stuff. But overall, it just didn't really tickle my fancy very much. So I'm going to put it, right smack dab in the middle at 16. Anyway, again, we're going to try to crank these out a little bit faster and get them done. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to y'all later. Peace.